An off-duty Boston police officer is taken to the hospital after shooting and killing a knife-wielding man inside of a Chick-fil-A on Boylston Street. So police say that suspect had chased two people into the restaurant. WBZ's Samantha Cheney has more from Copley Square.
Now, the Boston Police Commissioner told us that it was an off-duty Boston officer who shot a man inside of this Chick-fil-A after we're told that he allegedly chased two people inside of the store with a knife. Now, we're told that both the cop and the victim were taken to the hospital. The officer is okay, but the man he shot has died from his injuries.
A few moments later.
My condolences and all of our thoughts are with the family of the individual whose life has been lost.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends of the individual who's been lost.
So our condolences go to the individual who was killed tonight.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we got to talk about another story that once again shows the world that the Democrat Party puts the American people last, especially if you are a law-abiding citizen, okay? If you are a person who is a positive contributor to society, you are a citizen of this country, you pay your taxes, you come last. In fact, you're the problem, according to Democrats, right, in most cases. And again, that just rings true when it comes to anything. When it comes to Ukraine, the American people come last. When it comes to the illegal immigrants, the American people come last. When it comes to the criminals, law-abiding citizens come last. And this story right here is exactly what I'm talking about, because Democrats out of Boston decided to send condolences to a knife-wielding lunatic who was attempting to stab other people inside of a Chick-fil-A before being shot and killed by an off-duty police officer. Now, the off-duty police officer went to the hospital, but it seems as if the Democrats are only concerned about the attacker and his family, right? And making sure that they are okay when, again, this lunatic was trying to kill people, right? Was trying to harm people. And again, the Democrats seem to be more concerned about the criminal than they are about actual law-abiding citizens, right? It's kind of crazy how that works. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
Right off the top at 11, an off-duty Boston police officer shoots and kills a knife-wielding man inside the Chick-fil-A on Boylston Street. Good evening to you. I'm Ken McLeod. Tonight, police say that suspect had chased two people into the restaurant and was trying to stab them. WBZ's Samantha Cheney is live for us tonight in Copley Square, where investigators had the entire street shut down for a while. Sam?
Yeah, well, the street is now reopened, but police commissioner, they told us today that an off-duty Boston police officer actually shot a man inside of this Chick-fil-A right behind me after we're told that he allegedly stabbed, came into the store chasing two people, trying to stab them. Now, we're told that both the cop and the victim were taken to the hospital. Fortunately, they say that the cop, he is okay, but that victim died from his injuries.
Now they moved on to Chick-fil-A. Oh, now we got a person shot.
City officials extending their condolences.
In tragic circumstances like this, always, as always, our thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends of the individual who's been lost.
Also, thinking of all the people who were impacted.
After police say
Again, these people, this is a clown show, man. It really is. This is a clown show. I'm just going to be honest, right? I'm going to be honest. Okay, if you got a guy that is running around with a knife trying to stab people, I think that in the immediate aftermath, I think what you should worry about the most are the victims, right? The actual victims, those who were about to be stabbed, right? Those are the people that you should be praying for, because I'm pretty sure, psychologically speaking, that was a very traumatic event, okay? It was a very traumatic event for the police officer, I'm sure, because he had to kill somebody, something that most police officers don't want to do, right? Despite popular belief, most police officers do not want to kill somebody, right? When you kill somebody, that's a very traumatic event. But it seems like Democrats aren't concerned about them, right? They don't have much sympathy for them. They have more sympathy for the knife-wielding lunatic, okay, who was trying to stab people, who was trying to hurt people. And that tells you everything you need to know about Democrat Party. They are the party of criminals. And it's probably very easy to sympathize with criminals when you are a criminal, right? I mean, I'm just saying the Democrat Party is a party of criminals, which is probably why they love criminals so much, right? So, you know, hey, I'm just saying that this is an example exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to Democrats and their priorities being out of line, okay? This is the extremism of the Democrat Party. They love criminals more than they love law-abiding citizens.
An off-duty Boston police officer shot and killed a man inside of Chick-fil-A on Boylston Street. This after they say he chased two people inside with a knife.
The individual was attempting to stab the two individuals in the store, and the off-duty officer identified himself as a police officer, instructed them to drop the weapon, at which point the individual did not comply. The officer discharged his weapon to stop the threat, and the individual was struck.
According to police, it all happened around 5:30 Saturday evening, leaving some people shaken.
When you hear something like that, you see the streets all blocked off. What do you think?
It's definitely a dangerous situation to be in. I mean, as like college students living in the city, you want to be aware of these things, and in a city where you don't have a car, walking from place to place, it could make it very dangerous. So it's concerning.
I was surprised to find out, especially like in this area, because walking down it during the day, I wouldn't have assumed from being out of town that it quite like certain events like this would happen.
At this time, police say the motive behind the incident is still unclear.
And we have reason to believe, strong reason to believe, that there are other individuals who were here, who know something, who witnessed something, who may have been involved.
Now, the Suffolk County District Attorney told us that surveillance video is being used to determine if there were any other people involved in today's incident. Now, we're told that if you are a witness or if you are someone who may have captured any cell phone video, you're being asked to contact police with that information. Here in Copley Square, Samantha Cheney, WBZ News.
Yeah, I am interested in knowing what the description is of the suspect, right? I want to know what this suspect looked like. Okay, I got a hunch, right? That one of the reasons why the Democrats are so concerned about the loss of life for the attacker is probably because he had at least one infinity stone of wokeness. I don't know. Okay, maybe not. I'm just saying, just based on how these Democrats tend to handle situations like this, I wouldn't be surprised if the attacker is somebody that, again, they want to make sure the media doesn't really tell people exactly what they look like, because that may play into racist stereotypes, right, according to the left. But with that being said, again, it's not just the criminals that the Democrats care about. It's also the illegal immigrants, who also, by definition, are criminals as well, too. But again, they're here illegally. And Mayor Boston Wu, just like Brandon Johnson, woke Mayor Brandon Johnson out in Chicago, they're going to have to defend their sanctuary city policies. They're going to have to defend obstructing the federal government from carrying out the mass deportations at a oversight hearing that's coming up. And the GOP Oversight Committee actually released a video that the mayor is responding to in advance of this oversight hearing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
Fails to protect our magnificent, law-abiding American citizens, but provides sanctuary and protection for dangerous criminals.
Pushback in the sanctuary city of Boston. Mayor Michelle Wu says the city will not cooperate with his plan for mass deportation.
Next week's hearing involving Boston Mayor Michelle Wu and the leaders of other sanctuary cities. The committee released that video in a press release and posted it on social media. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Lisa Hughes.
And I'm David Wade. This is not something we can recall seeing before Congressional Committee. WBZ's Beth Germano is live for us at Boston City Hall tonight. Beth, I know you got a chance to ask the mayor about this video.
Well, for the most part, she sees it as political theater and says she has a clear message to the committee about the safety of Boston as a major city. But no doubt Mayor Wu and 3 other mayors will be in the hot seat in the national debate about sanctuary city policies.
So we're going to bring the mayors in. We're going to let them explain what their policies are.
It's pretty dramatic.
Boston Mayor Michelle Wu appears more amused than bothered by a so-called hype video put out by the GOP-controlled House Oversight Committee that will hear her testimony on Boston as a sanctuary city next week.
fails to protect our magnificent, law-abiding American citizens.
Do you think it's an attempt to intimidate you and the other mayors?
We, at the city level, have so much to do every day. It's amusing to see so much effort going into hyping up the hearing. There are important topics that we need to talk about.
As a so-called...
Well, yeah, because the American people need to watch it. In fact, I may or may not live stream it. I don't know. It just depends on how long it's going to be. But yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for this. Like, this is something I've been waiting for a while. Okay, it is going to be fireworks, 100%. Especially when it comes to woke man Brandon Johnson. They're going to press the hell out of him. Okay, and also Mayor Wu as well too. Eric Adams, they might go easy on him, right? But I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind there's going to be a deer in the headlights type of moment that is going to happen during this hearing that's going to go viral, right? There's zero doubt in my mind. This is going to be one of the greatest things we've ever seen on TV in a long, long, long time. Okay, and maybe not. I mean, I don't think anything can top what President Trump and J.D. Vance did to Vladimir Zelensky in the Oval Office. But I'm just saying, hopefully this comes close, right, in regards to entertainment.
Sanctuary City, Boston limits its cooperation with federal immigration authorities, except when it comes to individuals who've committed crimes. The video claims sanctuary cities are protecting illegal immigrants and shows numerous arrests. Mayor Wu says it's a mischaracterization and that Boston is safer.
Which is the experience of our residents on the ground, living in the safest major city in the country, precisely because everyone feels connected to city services and knows that they can trust in their government and trust in their neighbors.
Narrowly, it's new. Broadly speaking, it's in the worst tradition of the House of Representatives.
Boston College political science professor Mark Landy says for the committee to promote a video like this ahead of the hearing is unusual, but it plays to President Trump's base and beyond.
The one pledge he must live up to, because it's the promise that got him elected, was to crack down on illegal immigration. And he's doing it in every way he can imagine.
Well, if that's a game they want to play, game on.
And as the video highlights threats to cut federal funding to sanctuary cities,
the need in our community is great, and city, state, and federal government are supposed to work together in tandem.
Now, political observers say it plays more like a Trump campaign video and will add to the political theater, they say, that is expected at this hearing next week. Reporting live from outside Boston City Hall, I'm Beth Germano, WBZ News.
Well, the point of the video is to advertise to the American people that this is happening so that the American people can tune in, okay? And the reason why you want the American people to tune in is because I think it's important that the American people hear from the Democrats, right? The leadership of the Democrats, by the way, let's be honest. These mayors are prominent leaders within the Democrat Party, right? Make no mistake about it. Brandon Johnson is a representation of the Democrat Party. Mayor Wu is a representation of the Democrat Party. So, yeah, I think it's important that American people hear from some Democrat leadership. Why is it that they are hell-bent on defending illegal immigrant criminals, right, from mass deportations? Why are you against the American people? Why are you standing against the American people? Yeah, it's important for the American people to hear that. So I have no problem with the video, right? In fact, I love the fact they put it out there because we should have the American people paying attention to the policies that our leaders are implementing in these cities that are causing chaos and destruction. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So again, you know, I just find all of this to be another example of how, again, Democrats care more about everybody else, okay? They care more about Ukraine. They care more about illegal immigrants. They care more about criminals than law-abiding American citizens, okay? You are put last, okay? In fact, you are the problem, according to a lot of Democrats. And again, stories like this are exactly what I'm talking about. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.